This is about Donald Trump, but understand, it's about the next president and the next president and the next president.
In my judgment, Trump is the most corrupt president in the history of this country.
And I agree with Bernie. Senator Sanders is the most corrupt president in modern history, and I think all of our history.
Our framers imagined this moment, a moment where we would have a corrupt president.
The folks this week that saw those images of ISIS prisoners running free, to think about how absurd it is that this president is caging kids on the border and effectively letting ISIS prisoners run free.
I will not sign a bill into law that does not lower costs for middle-class families.
No plan has been laid out to explain how a multi-trillion-dollar hole in this Medicare for All plan that Senator Warren is putting forward is supposed to get filled in.
As somebody who wrote the damn bill, as I said, at the end of the day, the overwhelming majority of people will save money on their health care bills. But I do think it is appropriate to acknowledge that taxes will go up.
At least Bernie's being honest here and saying how he's going to pay for this and that taxes are going to go up. And I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but you have not said that. And I think we owe it to the American people to tell them where we're going to send the invoice.
My question is not why do Bernie and I support a wealth tax. It's why does everyone else on this stage think it is more important to protect billionaires than it is to invest in an entire generation of Americans?
Thank you, Senator. I want to give a reality check here to Elizabeth, because no one on this stage wants to protect billionaires. Not even the billionaire wants to protect billionaires.
I was one of the first people on this stage to propose a wealth tax. I would undo every Republican tax cut for rich people and major corporations.
If we give the American people a tiny slice of every Amazon sale, every Google search, every robot truck mile, every Facebook ad, we can generate hundreds of billions of dollars and then put it into our hands because we know best how to use it.
I remember a veteran telling me that he bought heroin off the street because he was originally prescribed an opioid at the VA. Now, imagine if that veteran, instead of being prescribed an opioid, had been prescribed marijuana because we made that legal in America, ensured the VA could prescribe it.
Donald Trump has the blood of the Kurds on his hand, but so do many of the politicians in our country from both parties who have supported this ongoing regime change war in Syria that started in 2011, along with many in the mainstream media who have been championing and cheerleading this regime change war.
You know, following the financial crash of 2008, I had an idea for a consumer agency that would keep giant banks from cheating people.
I got votes for that bill. I convinced people to vote for it. So let's get those things straight, too.
I am deeply grateful to President Obama, who fought so hard to make sure that agency was passed into law.
Senator Warren said we can't be running any vague campaigns. We've got to level with people. We've got to level with people and tell them exactly what we're going to do, how we're going to get it done, and if you can get it done. I'm going to say something that is probably going to offend some people here, but I'm the only one on the stage who's gotten anything really big done.
But you know what you also got done, and I say this as a good friend. You got the disastrous war in Iraq done.
We've got one shot to make Donald Trump a one-term president. And how we talk about each other in this debate actually really matters. I've had the privilege of working with or being friends with everybody on this stage, and tearing each other down because we have a different plan, to me, is unacceptable. I have seen this script before. It didn't work in 2016, and it will be disaster for us in 2020.